Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's session in the Global Victoria Export Skills Program. Today, of course, we continue our e-commerce sessions, and we're going to be looking at AI and automation in e-commerce. I'm Collins Rex. I'm a director with the Global Trade Professionals Alliance, and the GTPA is an organisation that cultivates international standards within the industry. Our aim is to create a trade environment that is both inclusive and trusted by all. And the GTPA has partnered with Global Victoria to deliver this comprehensive export skills program. Now, there are still several sessions to come in all the modules bar one, and you can register for those by going to the address on your screen. I also, as I usually do, draw your attention to the disclaimer on the screen, and please bear in mind that every business has different circumstances, so you need to ensure that if you implement anything that we talk about, it is relevant to you. Also, today's webinar is being recorded. I begin today by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we meet, which for me is the land of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. And I extend my respect to elders past, present, and emerging. And I also extend that respect to any Aboriginal and Torres Straits Islanders people who may be joining us in today's webinar. So as I mentioned, I'm Collins Rex, and by now you know who I am and where I fit into the grand scheme of things. I will be your presenter for today's session. Today, we're going to look at artificial intelligence and automation in e-commerce and how we have moved from the realm of science fiction to the realm of business tools. So today's session, we're going to look at AI for e-commerce, the benefits of AI in e-commerce, e-commerce AI uses, implementing AI, and then finally, we're going to touch on automation and what you might consider doing to make your own business more efficient. As always, if you do have any questions, feel free to type them in the chat box as we go along. And if they're relevant to the conversation, we'll take them as we get them. Otherwise, we'll keep them to the end. So let's start by looking at AI in e-commerce, shall we? So when you see the image on your screen there of the Terminator of old, is that what springs to mind when you think of artificial intelligence? Well, a lot of people still think that AI is the realm of science fiction, but the reality is it is in use literally everywhere today, including the symbol that if you have an iPhone, you will immediately recognize as your virtual assistant, and also, of course, Alexa. So if you have used either of those two or any of the other virtual assistants, you are using AI. Same thing applies to Google Maps when they make suggestions of things in your immediate vicinity, etc. So AI can definitely assist today's e-commerce practitioners by helping them to deliver an optimized customer experience both on and off their e-commerce websites by using collected business and customer data to make better business decisions and also more accurately predict the future. AI, of course, powers the automation that streamlines processes from order fulfillment to social media postings. So if you use Hootsuite, for example, AI is what is making things work efficiently there. From digital transformation and software as a service to virtual reality and artificial intelligence, technology keeps pushing the limits of what e-commerce can do. Now, implementing AI has the potential to impact any number of business functions across your organization. The definition of AI is broad. It encompasses data mining, natural language processing, machine learning, and a raft of others. So the ones that are most commonly used in e-commerce, data mining refers to the gathering of both current and historical data to inform predictions. You gather the data through various means on your website, through your email marketing channels, your social media channels, etc. AI assists in that process And then AI helps you determine what is valuable in that data, how best to use it, how best to inform your marketing, your customer experiences, etc. Natural language processing focuses on human-computer interaction and how computers interpret natural human language. So if you have a chatbot on your site and that chatbot is voice activated as opposed to having people type in a query, that is natural language processing. If you have voice search on your site, similarly, natural language processing. Machine learning concerns a collection of algorithms to apply experiences or provide examples to solve a problem. Deep learning, on the other hand, involves layering the algorithms in an effort to gain a greater understanding of the data. AI technology has matured and is continually maturing and evolving to become a powerful tool to help you boost sales and optimize interactions. And it is no longer the purview of just large businesses. Even small businesses can employ artificial intelligence in ways that will help them improve their business. Let's look now at some of the benefits of using artificial intelligence in your e-commerce business. AI leads to more targeted marketing and advertising. Personalization, as we've discussed in the past, is a really important aspect of your business. Surveyed retailers, for example, all have said, yes, it's very important, but only 15% say that they have fully implemented personalization across all channels. If you want your business to stand out, the more personalized your messages, the better your conversions will be from your customers. Advances in AI and machine learning have enabled deep personalization techniques to customize content by user. You analyze big data from purchase histories, other customer reactions, and you can absolutely zero in on what your customers really want and deliver a message that resonates with each individual customer, and you can do it without manual intervention. AI will also help you to increase customer retention. Delivering targeted marketing and advertising messages personalized for their customers can increase retention. McKinsey omnichannel personalization research indicated that there's a 10 to 15% uplift potential in revenue and retention if you use omnichannel and if you personalize your strategies. There will be better customer experience and better user experience if you effectively employ AI. AI can be used along with augmented reality and virtual reality to simulate a real-world environment, which is a crucial aspect of omnichannel retail. You can let your customers test things, try things, etc. in the virtual environment. And AI, of course, can also improve the user experience by anticipating the needs of your users to help enhance website navigation, checkout procedures, etc. The goal of automation is to accomplish a task with as little human intervention as possible. And this means anything from scheduling emails in a CRM or as a marketing tool, using Zapier, for example, to automate tasks, or leveraging advanced technology to help with hiring staff. In the context of future e-commerce trends, some of the most commonly talked about today are robotics and machine learning, and we will look at some of those more futuristic technologies in next week's session. AI can play a big role in helping you automate the repetitive tasks that keep your online store functioning, and this includes things like product recommendations, discounts, low-level support, etc. Your sales processes will be more efficient if you employ artificial intelligence. Using AI can help you create a far more efficient sales process by gathering data about your customers, helping you to automate follow-up, abandoned cart inquiries, and more. And of course, you can help move your customers through the funnel by having them engage with chatbots for simple questions. And if you look at the stats in the little graph on your screen there, you can see the share of consumers who've used chatbots to engage with companies in the United States. And that started in 2019 when the stats were kept for this particular one. And you can see that in the case of retailers, 40% of all customers that had access to chatbots actually did use them. So let's look at some of the ways in which AI is already being used in e-commerce and the ways in which you might consider employing it too. So we're going to look at more detail at personalized product recommendations, pricing optimization, enhanced customer service, customer segmentation, engagement and retention, smart logistics, and sales and demand forecasting. So starting with personalized product recommendations, it's easier today than it ever was to collect and process customer data. And this is all the information about their shopping experience. AI is being used to offer personalized product recommendations based on customer behavior from the past and other customers who have similar profiles to the customer in question. And if you've purchased anything from Amazon, you will also remember that you get that little pop-up that says, customers who've purchased this particular item have also purchased these. And those are based to some extent on your shopping history, but mostly on the shopping history of other customers. So if you've purchased a particular piece of music, for example, you will get other music recommendations and possibly even books and related products to that type of music. Websites that recommend items that a customer might like based on previous purchases use machine learning to analyze purchase history. And the more the customer purchases, the more the customer browses, the more the customer puts something in a cart and abandons that cart, the better the image is formed of that customer, because the artificial intelligence learns along with the customer experience. And the more data there is for the AI to mine and to inform its own learning, the better it becomes at anticipating the next move. So retailers rely on machine learning to capture data, to analyze it, and to use it to deliver that personalized experience, which of course helps you to implement marketing campaigns, optimize your pricing for specific customers, and generate customer insights. Over time, machine learning requires less and less involvement from data scientists and everyday types of applications in e-commerce companies. Now, machine learning gets more advanced and the machines learn better as time goes by, pretty much like a child learning to read. The more they read, the better they get at it and the better their comprehension of that which they read. AI can certainly help with price optimization. AI-enabled dynamic pricing is a strategy of changing your product price based on supply and demand. Now, if you cast your mind back to a year ago when we talked about pricing models in e-commerce, you will know that the market dictates the price to some extent. The greater the demand, the slower the supply, the better the price. The greater the supply, the lower the demand, the lower the price needs to be to adapt to customer expectations. Doing that adjustment is a really cumbersome process, and it means you need to be aware of what is happening in and around your market sector on the platform if you're not selling through your own website all the time. If you have an AI application, the AI will keep track of it all for you, and based on the parameters that you've set for the AI, it will automatically adjust your prices in the parameters that you have set. With access to the right data, and the key here is, of course, the right data, because it's all about what you input into the system, tools can predict when and what to discount, and they can dynamically calculate the minimum discount that is necessary for the sale to occur. AI enables enhanced customer service. Virtual assistants, chatbot technology, all of those deliver the appearance of higher touch customer support. The bots aren't yet completely self-reliant. They are getting better, they are learning more, but they can facilitate simple transactions so that your customer service people can focus on the more complex issues. Virtual agents, of course, are also available 24/7. They don't sleep, they don't eat, they don't take breaks. So they are always there when your customer needs to ask a simple question. The next aspect is customer segmentation, engagement, and retention. The more business and customer data you have, and the better you are at processing that data, the better you will understand your customer and the more likely you are to help them identify trends, know what it is that they like and dislike, and be able to gear an experience specifically towards them. Accenture, in an insight, wrote, AI systems can explore highly complex and varied options for customer engagement very quickly and continuously optimize their performance as more data becomes available. The AI will help you to improve your customer experience. And because they have a better experience on your website, they will stay there for longer. Your site becomes more sticky in all the right areas, and it allows them to move through those areas where you don't want them to hang around, funneling them towards the checkout process. But the better the user experience, the longer the potential customer is on your site, and the longer they stay there, the more likely they are to purchase. AI will help you to improve the overall shopping experience and also the checkout procedure. AI is being used considerably more in smart logistics. So according to a report from Emerging Tech Brew, machine learning's predictive powers really come into their own in logistics, helping to forecast transit times, demand levels, and shipment delays. And as you know, one of the key aspects of efficient e-commerce is being able to manage your demand. If you have a proper demand supply setup so that you always know that you can supply the customers as and when they need, you certainly have managed to overcome one of the major challenges. Smart logistics or intelligent logistics is all about using real-time information through sensors. And this includes RFID tags and the like, which will help you to manage inventory and forecast demand. Now, machine learning systems, again, as we've already discussed, become smarter over time. And the smarter they become, the better their predictions are. And while we're predicting, that brings us to sales and demand forecasting. We all know we live in a world of disrupted supply chains and pretty substantial freight issues. That means you need to plan your inventory based on both real-time and historical data, and AI can help you do just that. McKinsey suggests that investment in real-time customer analytics will continue to be important in the monitoring and reaction as we shift consumer demand that can be harnessed for price optimization. So, having looked at the benefits, how do you actually go about implementing artificial intelligence? Well, like everything, you need to create a strategy first. And that means you need to start somewhere. Your strategy will lay out the path you need to take from the beginning to your ultimate AI goal. And don't just send this to a newly hired expert or your CIO or CTO. You need to be fundamentally involved in it yourself because you know your business better than anybody else. Put some thought into what it is you want to accomplish with AI and take a practical approach and start small. Now, in many cases, you probably don't have a choice in starting small because you cannot do it all at once unless you've got really, really deep pockets. So start small. Always build on your successes down the road. Think of one aspect of your business that will be really improved by the implementation of AI and focus on that one aspect and then expand it into the others. Find some narrow use cases that are relevant to your overall strategy. So the most successful AI use cases live at the intersection of business objectives, data differentiation, and readily available artificial intelligence models. For your business, you should focus on revenue generating opportunities where you have a data advantage and in a context that is appropriate for proven AI technology. This is not about living on the bleeding edge. This is about using what is already tried and trusted, that is available at a price point for your business that will make an actual difference. Leverage third-party expertise where you can. We all like to dabble in any manner of technology. I tend to refer to myself as a self-confessed AI nerd, but I'm no expert and neither are you. So bring in an expert who will help you with implementing AI. The experts will help you to build that strategy in the first place, and they can be very helpful in bringing your minimum viable product to life as well. And once you've mapped it out, once you've trialed it, you can then build a full-scale solution. It might still take some time to get it right, but you will see greater benefits as you implement more products. Now, artificial intelligence is the cornerstone of automation. And e-commerce automation is all about using applications or tools, and many of them are AI-based, to complete tasks automatically rather than doing them manually. By using technology to do most of the heavy lifting, you can focus on the more important tasks, and that means you can also make decisions because you will have more time. You'll complete a lot of the work, and it will be done faster and cheaper than you or any other human being can do it. Now, some of the uses of e-commerce automation, there are a number of different aspects that can be automated, but the main ones: inventory management, selling on online platforms, accounting and bookkeeping, marketing, order fulfillment, shipping, customer service, because a lot of that can be done through chatbots, etc., returns and refunds, analytics and data collection, workflow management, and managing cart abandonment. Automation saves you time. It makes your business processes faster and easier. It manages your inventory by linking your ERP system and your point of sale systems. It leads to far better customer experiences because there are any number of fulfillment options that can be brought into play very quickly and easily. It reduces your business costs because you'll need fewer people and, of course, less training. It lets you focus on the more important aspects of your business, and this is very important. If you automate those processes and procedures that can be automated because they don't affect fundamentally the core business, then you can concentrate on that core business. You can concentrate on growing your product lines, on developing new products, on refining services. You can concentrate on delivering a better personalized customer service. You can concentrate on all the creative aspects of your business if you've automated those things that are not creative. As a result, you'll probably increase your sales, and you will definitely have a better marketing implementation. E-commerce will help you reduce cart abandonment. Cart abandonment is a major concern for any online business, but e-commerce automation can fix this by identifying when visitors leave your store without adding anything to the cart, and then send those emails to them saying, "You were on our site, we love to see you here, we noticed you didn't buy anything, what is it that we can do to help you?" You won't convert all your abandoned carts, but it will help you improve your numbers. So it's in addition to those who haven't put anything in their cart, those who have and then gone away, you can go back to them and say, "You've put this in your cart, stock levels are running low, it'd be really great if you purchase immediately so you don't lose out," etc. It will also help you to automate your review process. Now, we've already talked about the importance of customer reviews and building that social credibility. It's a very important and a very useful marketing tool. And you can automate the review process by setting up automatic emails requesting reviews as part of the post-service process, and then you can integrate that into your product pages. It can also help you automate your inventory management, which, as we know, can be very tricky in the virtual environment. You can integrate automation tools with your CRM and point of sale, and you can keep an eye on inventory in real time. You can automate those invoices. If you're using tools like Xero and QuickBooks already, you can automate them and you can integrate them with gateways like PayPal, and invoices will go out seamlessly and automatically. And of course, you'll also have very accurate record keeping as a result. You can even use AI and automation to keep track of your cash flow and give you alerts when things are running a little bit low. Customer services, you can use AI services like Elcan, for example, to automate your business's interactions with your customers. Live chats on your website, chatbots, etc. And then there's marketing automation. It's becoming an increasingly important part of your business's online marketing strategy, and it should if it isn't already. Lots of tools that can help you. We've looked at some of those for email marketing, a number of different tools that you can be used. And if you use these tools efficiently, you can reach a really high customer retention rate, up to 90% higher customer retention and up to 250% higher customer buy rate. You can also automate your inventory and then link it to the accounts automation functionality. That way, all your data is centralized, it's linked for better data sharing. You can find everything you need when you need it, and that includes reporting at tax time. And then there's order fulfillment. Fulfillment is where you pick and pack and then you deliver it. The more you automate those processes, the better it will be, the quicker it will be, and the more efficient it will be for your customer. And of course, getting goods to your customer is one part of the process. Getting goods back from your customer when they return them is another whole aspect of the logistics cycle. Every one of your businesses will get returns at some point if you sell physical goods. The more easily your customers can return those goods for refunds, exchanges, etc., the more likely they are to become return customers. If you make it hard for your customers to return, chances are they're not going to buy from you in future. They'll buy from someone else who is more efficient at getting them to return things. Now, there are a number of automation tools that you can implement. I'm just going to talk you through a small selection of them and the sorts of things that they do. So there's Contalog. Contalog is a tool that helps with inventory and order management. It can manage stock levels, communicate with your sales channels, etc., so that you always know where you are by way of stock levels. Infusionsoft can be used to access a number of different apps and platforms, and it's really valuable in marketing automation. Opt-in Monster, if you want to easily improve conversions, this is a powerful tool which will help you to manage pop-ups, scroll boxes, and the like, and will get you more subscribers and conversions. MailChimp is one that we're all familiar with. It is still the most popular email automation program. It's great for managing your email campaigns. It does, of course, have certain drawbacks. You have to have very specific lists. You have to have actual approvals from customers to send them things. But that also means that you can easily prove that you are dealing appropriately with your customers' data. Zendex is a very popular client relationship management tool, and it can help you integrate different functions of your online store. It also has some really powerful engagement features. Google Alerts, very important to keep an eye on your competition. So Google Alerts can help you keep track of what your competitors are doing, because they will give you email alerts once certain things occur and your competitors, for example, have email mentions, internet tracking, etc. Google Alerts is a paid service, as these all are, but it can certainly make your life a lot easier than you trying to monitor what your competitors are up to. IFTTT is an e-commerce marketing automation tool. Again, it helps you to push out posts to various social media channels, and you can schedule them and simply set and forget, a system very much like Hootsuite. So in summary, both AI and automation help to streamline processes and procedures. They improve data capture and understanding. They increase the effectiveness of communication with your customers and marketing to your customers. If you appropriately implement both artificial intelligence and automation, your business will be more efficient and effective. And as a result, your customers will have a better experience. You'll be able to concentrate on the core business, which is also the really fun stuff and the reason why you got into business in the first place, and your bottom line will improve. And that brings us to the end of today's session. If you do have any questions, please feel free to type them in the chat box and I will take them. As always, of course, if you can't think of any questions now and you do have any after the fact, or if you want a copy of today's slide deck, please drop me an email and I'll send you the deck if you want it. And if there are any questions that I can help you with, any issues around automation or AI, feel free to drop me a line and I'll certainly see what I can do to help you. Now, just to give you a sense of where we are at, we are coming to the end of our export skills program. So in the e-commerce module, after today, we have another 2 sessions. Next week, we're going to look at the fun stuff, AI and the future, and indeed some other future technologies, including ways in which e-commerce logistics could be revolutionized in the not too distant future, we hope. And then finally, in the e-commerce module, in the 8th webinar, which is on the 23rd, we're also going to look at the more effective use of data and everything you need to do around getting your customers absolutely known to you and your business and how best to use that data. Also, very importantly, what you may and may not do with that data. And then in the other sessions still to come, we have a couple of cybersecurity sessions still to come. There's one more session in the business rules module, and we're going to be looking at doing business in the Middle East and MENA, the Middle East and North Asia, so North Africa rather, so MENA, on the 27th, and finally one more to go in the advanced marketing masterclass sessions as well. It doesn't look as if we have any questions for today. So all that remains is to say thank you very much for your attention. And I look forward to seeing you at the next session. If you have any questions, please feel free to send them through. And remember, if you want a copy of today's slide deck, let me know and I will email that to you. Thank you everyone for your attention. Have a wonderful afternoon and go off and do some good business. Goodbye.